Excuse me. Sorry there, folks. Tom here for Scarborough Skywatch, Scarborough Sasquatch, and Scarborough Legal Cannabis Reviews, even Scarborough Recipes for food sometimes. Yeah. You know, Scarborough Paranormal, ghosts. You seen a ghost before? When you were young? Teenager, maybe? Adult? We all see ghosts when we're young. Supposedly, by the time you're 6, 7, is about supposedly the last time you're going to see them, and then yeah. Live. I've seen a few ghosts. Yeah. 6 years old. I remember seeing my first major ghost I talked to. I was only 6. He was hiding in the fucking stairway closet. Yeah. Yeah. Caught him. Leaving every morning with a paper under his arm. Yeah. And then I told my mom. And shit hit the fan. Oh, God. That's when they knew I was gifted. Unfortunately. Psychically gifted. Fuck. Come on, burn. Who wants to talk about Bigfoot, Sasquatch, aliens, Dogman, little people, portals, gateways, elementals, interdimensional beings. You name it, we can talk about it. Weed, pot, cannabis. Cannabis help you? Maybe you don't smoke. I don't blame you. I quit smoking cigarettes 3 months ago. Fucking still freaking out over that. Every day get withdrawals. Where'd that go? Yeah. Pretty slow. Roachy. How croachy. Do you believe in Dogman? Two-legged wolves, walking wolves, running and chasing humans, supposedly? Or is it Sasquatch creatures are chasing in the woods? Scaring the fright out of grandma, peeking in the windows, right? What are we going to do about that? Is there such a thing as a dog man, a wolf man? You believe in that kind of stuff? Well, I know more people believe in that nowadays, but 7 years ago on this channel, on these channels, especially my channel, it was hard sell. Yeah, people didn't want to fucking 1 in 1 million fucking or the odds that somebody says they believe. Right? Something like it seemed like back then. You're better off to win the lottery. Anyway, so I'm live here. Yeah, Tom here. I had my first Dogman encounter in 1997. Yeah. July. I got out of the hospital May, June, end of June. Somewhere around there, July. End of June. Tom here. All right. Just give me a minute here, folks. Just warming up. Yeah. Partner's gone to get a pizza. Miss Heather's gone to get a pizza. So I got a half hour, 45 minutes, an hour here to kick the bucket here and shoot the shit. You want to talk about anything important? Right? I don't need to know if Dogman or Bigfoot or aliens exist. I know they exist. I've seen it myself. Okay? If you got something you want to really talk about, you got something good, talk to me. Otherwise, whatever. Let's talk about something that nobody talks about. Within limits, of course. The government spies are always listening. So keep it safe, folks. Keep it safe. But we can talk about certain things. Are you going to any of these Bigfoot conferences or Sasquatch conferences, symposiums about this alien contact symposium, whatever, from the same people who bring you Bigfoot stories are supposedly going to be here to tell you more about aliens now, right? For $50. $50 for a one-day event. Is that a lot of money for one of these events? You tell me. I don't know. I've been to an event last year. It was free. It was a really good event. Had a good time. Sackney Art Festival there, whatever, Bigfoot Conference. That was great. Right? I plan to attend again this year. Even if I have to pay $10, I would attend. Right? I enjoyed it. It was great, fun. I learned a couple things. Good people. And, hopefully I can be a presenter this year and, get to tell a story or two about the little people of the woods. Right? Bigfoot, Sasquatch, whatever you want to call them. Right? I can talk about him too. I got lots of stories. Good ones. Real ones. Yeah, real ones. Hello. Armed in the AK. Right. I spent a lot of time in the woods. Never seen a Bigfoot, but I think they could be there. Right? Right on. Are you in Arkansas? Those woods are pretty freaky down there, if that's where you're from. Yeah, I've seen a couple of creatures. Well, undocumented, eh? Interesting. Can you explain? Was it two-legged, four-legged? Was it humanoid or don't matter? I've seen no weird, strange things too. Okay, was it animal form, human form, alien form, insect form, reptilian form? Turtle form, frog form, whatever. I've seen different strange things. Right? I've seen stick form. Yeah. Walk stick people. Yeah. Don't laugh. I've seen a 3-foot stick people in a video out in Idaho or somewhere. One of those places. South Dakota, those places. Yeah. Right? It looked like Betty Boop. The upper half looked like Betty Boop, and the bottom half was fucking sticks. Sticks. Yeah, I'm not joking. Walking on video. Okay. That was one of the most amazing finds I've ever caught in a video. Filmed by Anthony Mountain Goat. Moffat there. It was on my old computer. I don't know if I still have that footage or not. Let me see. I seen a giant otter. Oh, Alaska, 8 to 10 feet long. Land. Yeah, I heard of the what do you call that? The supernatural otter, right? But I believe there's also the physical otter, right? Like you've seen 8 to 10. I've seen. I think they're also reported in Ireland, off the islands there or something on the Pacific side. Sorry, I apologize. The Atlantic side, right? But you're these otters, these giant otters coming onto the small islands there in Ireland too. It's been reported these large otters, about the same size as you report, 6 to 10 feet. The giant otters. Are they sea otters or land otters? Do you know? But these ones were sea otters, the ones reported in Ireland, right? They swam in the sea. Hello, sunfish for fish. There, Dan. What's going on? It was a Baranof Island. Really? Right. Most likely. Oh, I'm sure there is. And people do, weird stuff. They also, cast forth things that shouldn't be put on this earth. It comes at a price, and these things are probably out there. But who is going to put them in their place? Are there real Avengers out looking for these abominations? We'll call them abominations. Yes, no. Yeah, I believe there's aliens. Now, is there also aliens that are landlocked, like are originally from this planet, right? They don't, they're terrestrial. They're not extraterrestrial, right? They exist on this planet from a long time ago. Whether they were brought here or crash landed or whatever happened, or created or whoever, or claimed this planet part of theirs, right? I don't know. We only know the last 50, 100 years of history that we really know, right? What happened before that, nobody knows for sure. Nah, nobody really knows past 100 years. Yeah. Anything else? A land otter, really? What's that one called there? The Pushka. I don't want to say the wrong thing and insult anyone. I have to get it later. I know the name. I've seen it on what show was that? They were doing there. Alaska Monsters or something, that episode there. Yeah, with the supernatural otter. That was a good show, right? That was really, entertaining and also knowledgeable. I believe in some of the superstitious tales, right? When you see strange things happen, you have no choice but to at least believe in some of these tales, right? To explain some of these mysteries that you might have witnessed, right? Right. A bomb is pretty accurate. That's right. That's what I call them. Who's protecting us from these abominations? Is somebody going around and trying to stamp out these abominations? Like, is there a real quote? What was that guy's name from that movie? What's that guy's name? Who fought the werewolves and the vampires? Yeah, that guy. Right? Is there a guy like that going around wiping out these abominations that you know a dark presence has brought forth into society? Wow. Yeah, I've seen a couple saucers. Not a saucer. These were. I've seen saucers in the sky, lights. I've also seen. They weren't saucers, but they were boxes. Like they look like almost like microwaves. But there was no glass. It was just metal boxes, like a box, like a bread box almost size, with color lights on the top. A row of lights, at least 6, 7 lights. I'm not sure. I couldn't really, about 5 to 7 lights, somewhere around there, and they were different colors, flashing on and off. Right? They'd have different. Sometimes there'd be a pattern, and sometimes it was random. Right? And they're trying to communicate with me. They're right above my head, lights flashing, and that tilted, looking down, and I'm trying to think it's how the heck does a square box hover in the air, right? And it's not making much whirring noise. I was making a whirring noise, but I could not feel the backdraft from the vents, the exhaust vent. There was no heat exchange. There was no heat exchange above, on the sides, below. And I'm like, well, how's it whirring? How's it staying hovering in the air like that without an exchange of air? Because I didn't see no fans, propulsion fans, right? I didn't see any kind of fuel being expended, right? But it was, they were hovering above me, but they were making a whirring noise. But I couldn't see no heat exchange, no air exchange or heat exchange. How's that possible for a square object? A square bread box object, at least 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet deep, right? Hover in the air above you 20, 30, 50 feet, flying through the air and hovering right above you, whirring along. But you can't feel no, like our hovercrafts. Look how much air they expend just to fucking move you a small distance here across the water. And then these things are fucking whirring along, no problem, right? How the heck do they do that, right? And then go up in the air and disappear through a portal, a gate, or something. Literally disappear, like go up into wasn't even a cloud. It was just like a slipstream there, and just go up and disappear and then come back out. Same thing, right? I seen that, right? Come back down every time, following my movements as I went and as I came forward. Yeah, they're fucking following me, right? Me, not anyone else, just me. They're following me, right? Back and forth. What do they want with me? They didn't communicate with me telepathically. They communicate me with light and that, but I couldn't understand the pattern. I didn't, the code. I tried really hard to decipher what they were trying to tell me or doing or whatever. I didn't understand colors at the time. I understood there was colors for codes and stuff, but I didn't know the meanings for the patterns. I still don't. I would, whoever studies that field, it'd be interesting. I even tried to fucking write the patterns. I don't know. I just got confusing. The colors. I did try writing down, and every time I tried to put it down on paper, it was just like baffling my brain at the moment. Every time I tried to write the simple fucking color pattern that I seen, I tried managed once, and then after I threw it away because it just made me think too hard. But I wish whatever, just simple colors: red, green, orange, yellow, blue, whatever, those kind of colors flashing, right? Some flashing more, some less, and then just random and or pattern. Yeah, on and off. Cool. Yeah, I believe we're walking this earth before Christ, especially walking with dinosaurs. Yeah, I believe that too. Right? I didn't think that was possible for a long time, right? Just because I thought just like these dinosaurs were snapping at everything, walking, right? But now there's evidence, supposedly evidence for that primates were around at the same time as dinosaurs, which we were brought up in school telling us no, that their two did not exist together. Well, now there's actual proof in different places that primates have been around for a lot longer than they dare tell us. So if there's primates, then there's a good chance there's also humans, which means that humans walk the earth the same time as primates. So we're separate species, close but different, right? And so maybe there was less dinosaurs and in more pocketed areas, just like here, where certain creatures like herds of elk, um, herds of deer, stuff, whatever. Here in North America, whatever, buffalo, bison, whatever, those kind of creatures. Dinosaurs were probably the same. There was herds of them, okay, and that antelope, all those kind of things, right? And then there was the predators, right? If I can apex predators that preyed on those on the on the outside or right in the fucking thick of it, both. So dinosaurs could have been the same, where humans, were isolated from these certain. Well, I'm sure they could have been in the area, but they had ways of evading these, dinosaurs, or we wouldn't be here today, would we? Right? Yeah, they have in South Africa. They have those giant footprints in the rocks too, in the sides of the cliffs, big giant footprints, and I mean giant. Yeah, have you seen that? Hello, Des Lover. How are you today? Oh, you know me. I think these creatures are categories of Nephilim, genetic, manipulative. Yeah. Yeah, they could be the odd one here and there, but I don't think it's all of them. I think some are natural selection creatures, through time have evolved, right? That's a good possibility, I believe, right? Wolves can easily, adapt and change and evolve. How many species of wolves are there? At least 50, maybe more. I mean, major wolves. Like, all the major, just the Yukon alone has like 8 different species of wolves living there, right? So anything's possible. Yeah, that's right. That's what happens. What's that? The Paracas people? I've heard of them. Yeah, the Paracas. Those are the ones with the large heads, right? Yeah, they go back. But if you bound your head from a young age, same with the feet. The cultures that bind their feet really tight, so they have these tiny little feet. It's so painful. So I'm sure the swelling on their heads must have been painful too. To get that shape. Same with the practice of putting those in Thailand there, the certain cultures there that put those the things there, the collars, the necklace things there. The really tall necks were supposed to be elegant, and it hurt like heck. These people, they're stopping these practices now. So yeah, okay, stuff like that. Identifying marks for each culture. A lot of times it was forced upon the women of those cultures, whether they wanted to or not, for beauty enhancements, right? So, whatever. Hopefully they solve some of these issues. The koi wolves, I think that's what I have out here too. I have a couple koi wolves. They really like to howl it up, and it sounds just like wolves, right? And who believes that the dogman can run with a pack of koi wolves or coyotes or a mixed pack, and all you need is 1 or 2 dogmen to hide amongst them, right? Communicate, when there's the sirens from the cop cars and helicopters and whatever, all that, other sirens from fire trucks, ambulances. There's also streetcar or subway sounds, trains going by, other type of sounds, right? Helicopters. These creatures will find a way to communicate during these loud external noises taking place, as a decoy, camouflage decoy, using other sounds for camouflage, right? Communicating amongst the coyotes yipping. You might hear one or two calls, faint calls, but you have to be your ear has to be trained to pick out those certain sounds. They sound very familiar to coyotes and coy wolves, so you have to listen carefully. Remember, they're mimicking those sounds themselves to communicate, right? So they don't get spotted. Oh, I'm sure there's people out there searching, watching, checking our videos for evidence. I've seen my research sites fucking hampered and messed with after I pointed out certain areas had activity, trees removed, whole trees removed, section of trees. Other than that, path put there and through there, and other stuff, things rerouted, changed. Yeah, okay, right. Plus maybe the odd gunshots at night here and there. Yeah, maybe getting rid of one or two of them. Right, these dogmen, packs, coy wolves, nuisance coyotes. Who knows? I've recorded multiple, and I've also not recorded because sometimes it's just too unbelievable, the sounds, right? It's like it's like you can't believe what's happening sometimes, but it's happening. Even the neighbors, I don't know. At first, for the longest time they didn't know. Then they got interested, and now they just then they got scared, and now they don't come back out to check to see what's going on. They don't want to know. That's what happens. People don't want to know after if it's real or not. Yeah, that's what happens. Most likely. There's activity in the background, but do you really want to know? No, not really. You just, turn a blind eye, a deaf ear, and pretend it don't exist, right? It's how you cope. And that bottle of scotch, whiskey and rye by the fireplace, or that big doobie burning away. Yeah, smoke rings smoldering in the sky above you. Then you forget that there's real creatures and monsters out back, lurking out back in the woods, waiting and watching. What they're waiting for, I'm not sure, but they're watching for sure. I know they're watching. People keep saying they're waiting. Are they waiting for what? A signal? The time? What time is that? Some people say it's the revelation. They're waiting for the revelation time to start. And then they'll start attacking humans. Do you believe that? Oh, I do believe the creatures are proliferating. Are they going to be part of the, complete package? If you believe in, religious dogma and Nephilims and all that stuff, I believe in God and Christ and the Lord myself, and angels and all that stuff, demons, that I believe they exist, right? And we got to protect ourselves from dark forces. Let the lines and let the black and light, the love and the light shine in our heart and souls. Yeah, I believe all that. We got to walk on the right side of the path instead of the wrong side, right? The dark side, right? Right? Some of us walk on the fucking tiptoe, on the fucking tightrope there, It's a balancing act, Sometimes you dip your fucking toes in, you're seeking knowledge, but some of that knowledge comes at a price. So you got to be careful. You don't dip in your toes on the wrong side of the fence. And it costs us, right? Knowledge comes at a price sometimes. Sometimes that's why we only get so much knowledge. Because I do believe it comes at a price, a big price sometimes. What's that? Yeah. But how open do we want to have our mind? We can only take so much openness, right? Before, It takes time to absorb information. I've seen stuff, I've been shown stuff on the internet, in people's videos, right? By a higher power. I've seen the odd thing being shown, that, and it freaked me out. Yeah, it took me a week to get back on that computer again. So fucking freaking out, knowing that there's another type of Wendigo type creature in the south, in Texas, and in the south there, but it's not called the Wendigo. It's called something else. That there, I'm showing that creature, that entity, that dark entity, right, in the woods, in a video, right. There is such things, okay. Other things roaming, I don't know its name. I don't want to know, right? But there is other shit out there. Was that created by man, or was that naturally from nature? Whatever. I don't know. The gods, higher powers created that being. Someone supernatural or something. I don't know. How it's there, why it's there. I don't know. It's legend. I'm sure there are legends, local legends about certain entities and creatures, monsters. Now, do we believe in those local legends? Do we want to believe? Right? They're campfire tales passed down. Now, how much do we believe in all this shit? Right? I think it's hard. It's harder to believe in some of these stories nowadays, isn't it? Due to the internet, computers, advanced, toys, games, screens. They're fucking watching all kinds of incredible stuff, right? Technology advancing. Now, do we believe those old hokey pokey, old, campfire, can of bean stories, that you heard during scouts or brownies or Girl Guides or whatever, excursions, even in whatever, even in school, man, they turn the lights out and tell ghost stories in the middle of the fucking classroom. Yeah, all that. Did you fucking, and then when the kids would come up and ask the teacher after you watch, it's ask the teacher, are ghosts real? And that, a certain kid would come up and ask, all bothered. So, they've probably seen a ghost somewhere in their house or the relatives or grandma's house or something, or heard about. And then the teacher would tell them, no, there's no such thing as ghosts, because they don't want to get in trouble, and that by the school board, and stuff. So you have to tell the kids, no. Meanwhile, you were just saying ghost stories a couple of days before that, but now you have to tell the kid there's no ghosts when they come and ask you privately in class. Yeah. So then as these kids grow up, they're subconsciously then thinking, oh, no, this ain't real. The teacher told me these aren't real. They're just stories, whatever. So that played a big part in people's minds, I think, to have an open mind in the first place. You have to fight through all that kind of stuff. I'm not saying it's negative or whatever. I'm just saying there's a block we put in there from being told your actual experiences may not be real. Yeah. Okay, just a minute, please. All right. Hello. Yeah, we're back. All right. Where's that joint ahead? Yeah, that's what happens, folks. No fault of the kids. That as we're told stuff, these don't exist or things, whatever, man. We have to go through all that. Whether it's, it affects us as kids growing up to deal with the real facts, real truth later, obviously. Thanks. Dang. Wow. Really? 50 caliber Desert Eagle? Wow. Whew, boy. That put a big hole in Bigfoot's ass, man. Fuck. fuck, man. Would you actually, have you ever fired that thing at anything in action other than a target practice? You don't use that for hunting, do you? That's a big gun, handgun, man. Holy smokes. Does it keep you safe? Do you think it keeps you safe? Subconsciously, in your mind, you must be walking around thinking you're big and safe with that gun. I would, man. Fuck, that's a big gun. 50 caliber. Even fucking Clint Eastwood would die for cover if you got that thing. Wow. What's the recoil like on that? Is that pretty strong or what? Wow. Yeah, that's the one gun you can have and not think that you don't have big enough gun. Right. Right. It's like I watched that movie Tremors, right? Tremors. Remember the one with Emilio Estevez or whatever his name was? That kid there? Yeah. They're yeah, with the worms, the giant worms coming through the sand there in the desert. Yeah. And those guys were on top of the trailer or whatever there, and he had that elephant gun. Right. And I seen that in action. I said, wow, that's the kind of gun you need for a big job. Right. So I can imagine. Yeah. 50 caliber. Yeah. That's like a handgun, elephant handgun. Fuck. Fucking Godzilla handgun. Fuck. Crazy. But good. Good. All right. And trust me. I seen a 9-foot tall Dogman. I tell you, that's what you're going to need. If that thing came at you, I wouldn't want anything smaller than that. Okay. Next to that guy, what was his name? What was that wrestler's name? Holding up that fucking machine gun there. That one there. Jesse Ventura there in the movie Predator. Alien, yeah. Whatever it was called. Right. Go ahead, Heather. Thanks. Already? Go ahead, hon. For sure. Jesse Ventura holding that big, the thing off the helicopter there, the fucking automatic, whatever that was. Do you think there's such creatures as that predator? Do you really think that there might be such a thing as that predator in our woods? You know, that thing there that, from the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, do you believe there's such a thing can exist? Possible? I seen some evidence in a video once or twice there, whatever, out in Virginia or West Virginia, one of those places, right? That something looked like that. It's what that lady talked about in one of the, on some of those podcasts, I forget her name there, the NASA scientist, wife there, whatever, the one who was up in the tree blind there or whatever, bow hunting or something, and seen that predator-like creature. Well, this one looks like almost 90% like the predator creature. Same features, everything. Right? I'm not sure. I can't remember if it had the pixelation or not on some of the features. But crazy, yeah. That freaked me right out.
I've seen one of your pictures.
Yeah, it took me a week to explain that to the guy whose video was that there was such a thing in his woods that he filmed. Right? I didn't even know how to even say it when I first seen it in the video. Right? And took the photos, some of that, whatever, man. It was crazy. Right? And this is in West Virginia or Virginia, where the FBI headquarters are stationed nearby somewhere. So is this one of their fucking experiments fucking let loose or something? Is there such a thing? Right? Is there? Can there be? Is it a lab experiment or is it a real alien? Right? Extraterrestrial. Who knows? Right. Yeah, I've seen some strange. What I never seen that other than in a video. I seen little frog people in a video. Right? Yeah, 2 foot high frog people in videos. I have pictures somewhere, screenshots or timestamps and that. Fucking from a couple years back. Yeah. Yeah. Stick people. Right? There's all kinds of stuff out there that we don't, you call it fairy tales, I guess, or stuff it's called, right? What is a fairy tale? You what are fairies, Is there different kinds of fairies?
They're true.
Do they shape shift? Do they morph into different things, into flowers and other things? Trees, flowers, rocks, do they morph into them? Right? Can they morph into them? I think they can. I think they're interdimensional beings, supernatural. So you can't see it, but they there's a portal opening and they go in, right? Our eyes aren't accustomed to seeing a lot of things, right? Try filming in slow motion, okay? Right? If you're out there, try filming like at least 240. I think some now have got 980 or 240, 980, 240, 480, 960, okay? Feet per second. I think Samsung or one of them has come out with a 960. Sony or Samsung. I can't remember who. I read it just recently. I haven't checked it out. Right, for their slow motion. I'm telling you, film in that super slow motion, and you'll see more things, right, than a whole bunch of other stuff. Okay? You'll see the light flashing, right? When you film slow motion, you see the light flashing. So constantly, LEDs, they fucking flash, I guess. How many times a second they flash? I'm not sure. Check it out, right? There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Yeah. Really? Yeah. I'm sure they are. They're trying to make the next new food, right? Seafood, right? Even if it's for aliens, they'll eat it up, gobble it up, some weird squid octopus fucking genetic mutation, right? Did you see that? Right? They subliminally planted that idea in your head because in the Star Wars, they showed that baby Yoda, right? The wherever it's called, that baby Yoda dude, eating everything that walks, like, looked froggish or squidish, right? He was popping it in his fucking mouth. Okay? So there you go. They're trying to create new fucking food for these fucking aliens who are going to be fucking living on our fucking planet or some other fucking planet. Okay?
They're not going to eat us, though.
I didn't say they were. I said they're trying to create a new food. Yeah, food sources. Did you see that other fucking movie there where they showed that one in South Africa there, where they're fucking those aliens that look like cockroaches or praying mantises and shit? They were eating dog food, right? Hijacked dog food. They were fucking black market was the dog food. It was like a drug to them or something. I don't know. Cat food, dog food, fuck. I don't know.
Really,
Pate. Yeah, it was like a drug to these fucking aliens. Fuck. It was gross, man. I still can't get over that one.
Humans eat dog food.
Quiet. Let's change the subject. Right. Bigfoot. Anyways, Sasquatch. Now, if you're 8 feet tall, 800 pounds, how much food would you need to eat? Can you survive on a veggie diet, like, eating a few greens here and there, some mushrooms in the woods, and some granola, a few nuts and berries?
Yeah, the belly the size of fucking.
Yeah, but do you even need to eat to maintain that weight? Can you put your body in a stasis, but even while you're walking around, like sort of like fasting, right? From time to time. Can that be done? Can you maintain that that physique without eating for a week, 2 weeks, a month? I don't know. I don't think you can. Maybe if you're, sort of not hibernation itself,
You
but
do need food.
but somehow,
You need food.
yeah, I know. But what are, if they were eating that? If there was whatever,
You know,
how are they going to,
proper food.
right? How are they going to maintain that diet, right? You can, eat so many things like diet, like deer, elk, large game, whatever. Work your way down. Veggies, greens, whatever. Forest greens, forest fucking flowers, berries, nuts, fungi, mushrooms. Here, Heather, can you give me some water, please, hon? Migration. Yeah, I think the same thing. Especially for the winter. Do they migrate? What? I don't know. Do they need to migrate? Can they get enough sustenance? For that area. How many deer do they have to take down every day or once a week to survive? To feed a family of 4, right? You can only eat so many raccoons, squirrels, chipmunks, fucking porcupines, and so on, beavers, and so on, till you clean out a place, and then you're gonna have to move. It'll be a dry zone, dead zone, or whatever. Feed everything in. Like the Giants. Where's Nez Lover? She took off. Great. I wanted to ask her about the Nephilim. Like, the Giants in there that ate all the forests and all the stuff and all that crap, and then started eating man. Well, whatever. You know, are these fucking Bigfoot? Is there enough of them to empty out a section of forest? Have they emptied out sections of forest and moved on? Right? If they're the apex predator, I don't know. Or do they travel in portals and eat somewhere else, another world, home world? Yeah, I believe that. Alaska, I think, has a lot more going on. There's a lot going on there. Plenty. Lots of space. It's huge. Right. Incredible. Alaska, yeah. I'd like to visit there once. There in the Yukon and Alaska. That's huge. Don't cross up in front of my
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Please don't do that again.
I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
Just a second, folks. Hold on.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. That's cool. I'm back. What were we talking about there? You guys were talking about those big brown bears in Alaska. Yeah. Those are monster fucking bears, 1,500 pounds. Just imagine the fucking 10-foot Sasquatch having to fucking wrestle one of those big boys. I think they keep their distance between each other. Right. Really? All the way up there? Wow. What about the little people? Wow. Yeah. Didn't it show? I seen the footage there up near the North Pole there, right? I was checking it out, and they said these were they dwarfs or fucking owls or dwarfs or something? They were about 3 feet tall. Were hiding amongst the rocks and stuff up there. Yeah, and they had to be careful and had to something do something to get safe passage through these areas. You had to do certain things. Legend said. Oh, really? Yeah, I can believe that. Right? It's hard to believe that those Russians were so deep into the Alaska there 200 years ago, like isolated communities. Or do they still exist, or have they pretty well moved back to the Russian side of the fucking border? Do you know? Supposedly, when they hammered out that treaty there for Alaska back in the 1860s or wherever it was, 50s, 60s, there, wherever it was, that they had to pay respect to all those Russian communities deep inside Alaska. There, yeah, or something. Are those communities still there? Or are they gone, or whatever? Those Russian people, melded into the communities. They're not anymore. Right. Ancient creatures, yeah. I still there, Could there still be any valleys and gorges there that still have, remnants of the ice age? There, creatures from that? Or have they just pretty well, been wiped out? Did the Great Flood later wipe them creatures out or not? Did it start over? Are there signs the Great Flood reached our side of the world up in Alaska? Or were the glaciers holding the water back then? Possibly. Really? Yeah, I thought so. Oh, North Pole's a small town just outside of Fairbanks. Yeah, I know. That's where they had the Santa Claus thing there hooked, the North Pole there. Yes, I understand. Yeah. Yes. That's the other place I was referring to. Right on. Wow. That's amazing. Right on. I'll be right back in a second. Right. Video file. I hope this is okay. All right. All right, I'm back. I had to use the can. Sorry. Nature called. Yeah, duty. Gotta do that duty time. Sorry. The conversation was getting interesting there. Something about woolly mammoths. Yeah. Why do they want to bring back the woolly mammoths? What, the tundra grass? Or I think there's something more to the, they're not telling us the real truth. For carbon, I don't know. I think there's more. What fed on the woolly mammoth? Man, dire wolves? Really? T-Rex? Who fed on these woolly mammoths? I don't know. Shit happens. Yeah. Shit. Maybe it'll be. Oh, I keep forgetting to put these fucking comments up. Huh. Sorry, I'm stupid today. I haven't done this for a while, for 3-4 months. I mean, cool. I apologize. I didn't even realize to put your comments up. I thought they came up automatically. I forgot all about this. Right on. Thank you. Thank you for all your comments. I'm going to read these later if I can. To show. Right on. What was that? Okay. Really? Well, Sitka, really? Wow. Wow. Interesting. Ice goats, right? Amazing. Thank you. Armed in AK. Yeah. Alaska. Or whatever. Alaska. I always wanted to visit giants. Yeah. Hey, the Flintstones. That's funny. Caveman. Maybe a meat source. A meat source. Yeah. For who? The caveman? They're bringing them back. Yeah. Fred, Barney. Right. With the Flintstone cars. Right. Giants. That makes sense. Yeah. A giant meal. Oh, crikey. Come on, man. Come on. Yeah, a giant meal. Woolly Mammoth would make a giant meal. For sure. Giant burgers. What did you call it? Remember those ones? Bronto burgers. Remember? Bronto burgers, right. Bronto ribs and Bronto burgers, right. Remember that? Yeah. That was the one. Cool. And what else? What else? Anything else worthwhile? That's funny. Woolly mammoths. What else? Dire wolves and woolly mammoths. Right. What was I gonna say? Oh, aliens. Oh, aliens. Aliens. Is it a good thing to see an alien UFO, or is there caution? Are people getting scooped up by these aliens? Can they be? Is there proof people are getting picked up, scooped up? Do you believe in that Betty and Barney story there? in Connecticut or wherever they're from there, New Hampshire, Connecticut, that area down there, right? Vermont, whatever it was, somewhere down there, right? Betty and Barney Hill. Did you believe their encounter story and Betty there all those years? How did she know? That blows me on my mind that she knew the star, but she took astrology and stuff because she had prior knowledge of some of these maps of the stars and shit. Could she have? She studied that field, so she must have known some things. It sounds like, at first they made it sound like she had absolutely no fucking knowledge of anything. And then she just got all this knowledge from the fucking looking at the map, the star map, and it just came to her. No, she had prior knowledge. She went to university and had studied something to that effect. For sure she fucking did. Okay? Yeah. But, they got to make the story sound more exciting than the right? And poor Barney there, he drank himself to death pretty well. The poor bastard. Fuck. He had a hard time. They gave him a hard time over this UFO shit. Fuck. Poor guy. He didn't become a what do you call those guys? He was a celebrity, but he didn't enjoy. People must have been gawking at him, everything. There's that UFO dude. Fuck. Back then, He must have stuck out like a sore thumb, poor guy. Fuck. I've seen fucking, strange shit, this and that. My family's known I could see strange shit since I was a kid. Okay. And it made me an outcast. Different from the rest of the families and cousins and relatives. It did. I was different. I was labeled like, not a black sheep of the family, but like an outcast. I'm different. I'm weird. I'm strange. Because they didn't have, they didn't understand. Well, they understood that you had knowledge and power that they didn't have. Okay, and they feared you. Okay, a lot of them, they didn't like you and they feared you, and they just, they put on the show, but they never called you up to go do this or that. Never. They didn't. They were afraid that something might happen while they were with you, and they might see something and ruin their world. They like to live in a comfort zone, right? They didn't want their comfort zones. I remember I took my own brother, back after 10 fucking years, right, where I had the little people encounter, right, when I was a kid, 7 years old. I took my brother back after, I think it was back when I was 19, right? He was younger than me. So I took him back to the site of the fucking original little people encounter in the portal, okay, where I seen the little people and stuff. And he's looking around that. And I said, do you feel anything? Do you experience anything? Thinking, family, but, blood, this, that, some kind of connection. He said, no, I don't feel. I think he was scared. He was scared. Okay? I know he was fucking scared. Okay, I seen it in his eyes. I looked right in his eyes. And I knew he was afraid to admit that he might sense anything or whatever. He played stupid. After, I know, and he just wanted to go back. No, I think he felt something, but he was afraid to say because he knew what, So fucking let me fucking write everything by myself. That prick, fuck. Like my mom had those connections and that, and she knew mine was fucking 20-fold her strength. Fucking what she knew. Fucking so it was Fucking, that sucked. I did. I brought it back, but the portal was closed back when we went 10, 12 years later, fucking 10 years later, whatever it was, around that time period. I was in that area visiting relatives, and boom. Yeah. I only brought him that one time, but I remember 2 or 3 times when we drove by there, his head would turn and look. After at that school where it happened, yeah, he would always turn and look whenever we were in that area. Yeah. So something was bothering him. Yeah. He never did ever tell me, but okay, never. He mentioned once or twice something, but not directly with that school, with what happened there, right? With the little people. But he did. I did get him to. He did get to mention to me once or twice about something. I can't remember. It was about something. These things, this kind of supernatural stuff that he was asking a question or two, and then whatever. When he realized I might be catching on, that it was something important that happened to him, whatever or something, that he quickly changed the subject after, so I wouldn't find out. So there you go. Yeah, but yeah. So I did bring him to the site where I had it, and you see, and I watched him. I watched him close to see, any expressions and that. And I'd seen a few things, right? And that, but I could tell when he wanted to go back, take him back. He said he must have been sensing or something. I don't know. You know, I also got beat up by a bully there in that fucking same yard when I was because of I seen these little people. Yeah, he didn't like it that I fucking seen him. And I told his younger brother, fuck, prick. Yeah, so yeah, fucking funny, isn't it? Yeah, wasn't funny back then. But anyways, let's make a long story short. Yeah. So when I seen those little people in that schoolyard when I was only a kid, 7 years old, I discovered this portal and stuff. I actually kicked a fucking soccer ball through a cement wall. Okay, brick wall, right? Like in a brick wall, older brick from newer brick, right? Two walls connected together, right in the perpendicular, boom, right in the middle, right? Boom. There's a portal. I kicked a soccer ball through there, a little soccer ball. And fucking, yeah, don't ask. Fucking, it was a long story, but I'm going to tell it short. I did manage to kick a ball. I'll tell the longer story another time. Kicked a soccer ball. When the portal was finally open, I kicked a soccer ball through there one day. And it didn't come back out from the wall. It went into the wall and didn't come back out. And then eventually, little alpha pixie dude and a little dwarf and a pixie dude brought the ball back out, and looking to see who done that, and were surprised I could see them. Came back again to ask me after how I could see them. They were stunned. They couldn't believe I could see them. Okay, maybe they use some kind of illusion magic so you can't view them, and that. So don't know. Nah, and as I said, I got in a fight with that bully. I think it was a whatever, and it was one-sided. I don't know why I didn't run. I could have ran. I could have did a lot of this, that. Why I stayed there to protect my little friends so they could get away. This bully was not happy. I guess because I lost his brother's ball first, his younger brother's ball, and then because I told him about the little people, right? He was all fucking freaking out. Big bully there, fucking. There is no such thing, right? I guess his dad beat him up, I guess, because he watched cartoons and stuff and had to be a man. I guess, I don't know. He wasn't allowed to be a kid. Fuck. Whatever, man. Fucking bullshit. Yeah, that's how it happens. But anyways, whatever. I seen the little people there that day. Yeah, they brought my ball back. I talked to them. Yeah, crazy stuff. I was only 7. I can talk about this story for years because of the PTSD, getting beat up, fucking by the big bully there. He was only 12 or something, 11, 12, but he was fucking huge. We're just little kids, man. Fuck. 7 years old. This guy was huge. He was fucking like a fucking almost adult size. That's right. And he was a bad bully too. The other kids were scared of him big time. So, anyways, I laugh now, but I couldn't fucking even talk about this 5, 10 years ago. Fucking 2 years ago, even a year ago, it still hurt. Yeah, the more I talk about it, the better it gets. Right, Hey there, Waves. How you doing, my friend David? How you doing? Oh God. Fuck. Fucking disaster. Gator Sky. Hello. Hello there, Sky. Gator Sky Exploration and Love Waves Drifting Forever, my friends. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Right. That's right. I see there was no drones or Tesla back then. Sorry, fucking got slow with these comments. Fuck. Triangle. I seen a square. Triangle. I'm not sure if I've seen the triangle. I've seen a square, circles. I've seen in the sky. I'll have to check that out. I've seen triangles in the woods for some reason. Yeah, 1984 was my first sighting in Phoenix. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, Sally, I videoed. Wow, incredible. Thank you. Hello, Waves. Hello there, David. Right on. Sorry, I got stupid with the comments again. Get to show them. I thought they were automatic. Sometimes I keep forgetting they're not. Hello, love, Waves. Yeah. Sorry. You okay, Heather? Chow down, lay down, stay down. Pizza. She had some pizza. You're right on. It's okay, hon. It's under control. It's going. Yeah, I hear you. What else? Here, hold on. Get closer here. I never saw what? Right on, training. Where you are? Yeah. I have to go get my medication now. Yeah, all right, Dave. Good. What's that? Hold on. What was that? I never saw a cryptid until a year ago. Dogman made it into my front yard. It was terrifying. The howl was unearthly. Really? Wow. Really, Gator Sky? Really? Hold on, Heather. Wow. Hold on, dudes. Hold on. Wow. Here, give me that. That's wow. Really? You heard the howl? Wow. Right. Okay, David. Nice to see you. Thank you, friend. Thank you. Wow. You heard the howl? I got blasted by that howl twice, right? Years ago, the infrasound by a loud wolf howl there right in front of me, man. It blasted me so hard, it felt like it twisted my insides. Yeah, right. That's how fucking intense it was, right? It was like a foghorn went off, a big fucking foghorn. Fucking, it was only a howl, but it was loud and it was intense. And it fucking shook my insides, man. It was like someone was blasting me. It was like you see on the cartoons, like your hair's getting blasted back there, and that there's a big airwave coming by you or something. That's what it felt like. I got hit with this thing. I got hit twice, right? Right there, and then about 5-10 minutes after that, and boom, man, holy fuck, that was like so intense, man. Like the strange thing is, I just had gotten out of the hospital. I had some stomach ailments. If I could, it felt like it fucking fixed my inside somehow. It did a number on my inside that made him feel better. Fucking, I don't know how it did it, but it did it because I was hurting. I just got out of the hospital, like 2 weeks before that. I think it was only been like a couple weeks before I got out there, 2-3 weeks, and I was still hurting, man. Fuck, 2 weeks, and I was in a week, it was 3 weeks, and so my guts were killing me. I couldn't even bend down and tie my shoes at the time. In that, my guts were like, I tore my esophagus. I had a bleeding ulcer, a whole bunch of shit. That was like 30 years ago, 25 years ago. And I fucking, lucky. Like I said, it felt like somebody fixed my insides. And it was like I fucking got twisted or fucking blasted by something. By a wolf howl twice. By a fucking super intense 15-second wolf howl. Fucking blasted me 10 feet away. Except there was no wolf in front of me. There was nothing in front of me except I was getting blasted by a wolf howl. Okay. And then I had witnesses who witnessed it. And it happened to all three of us after. Within 5-10 minutes after of the first one. Yeah, it happened twice by an unseen creature. But I was just dealing with the Dogman. Was it that same Dogman or a different fucking Dogman who did that to me? Don't know. I left the other Dogman in the woods there behind me when I got out. I was lucky to get out. Only to get hit with infrasound from a wolf howl. Yeah, major wolf howl. Okay, major fucking infrasound. Low, whatever. But the pitch was loud, man. Like loud. The sound, the pitch was loud, the howl. But it felt like low rumble coming at me and hit me hard. Like I could literally feel it hit me. The wave, the energy hit me. The vibrational frequency energy was just smashing right into my body, man. Yeah, it was crazy. Crazy to go through that. Yeah, it was really fucking crazy. Okay. I had a hard time talking about some of this shit a few years ago. Fuck, I had an anxiety attack during one fucking show I was on. Fucking hit me hard, man. I put myself right in that spot again, and I was reliving the moment, and I had a severe anxiety attack during the fucking show, man. I couldn't believe it. I was reliving the moment. Like I was there, fucking, like experiencing it all over again. So I have to be careful. I have to look at it like a third person sort of way, because if I put myself right there in the fucking reliving the moment again, it's like fucking, it's that intense sometimes, Like I said, I've gotten more used to it, talking to it about it more often nowadays. But that was when I first started talking about it. After I had no one to talk to about it for 20 fucking years, right? It was, even when I first got on the internet, 2016, 17, 15, nobody would admit to a Dogman was real. I was one of the few people that would say Dogmen were real. Very few people, okay, on the internet. So today, there's lots of people who say Dogmen are real. Whether they've seen one or not, I doubt it. But, they're few and far between. But I think they're seen more often nowadays than they were in the past. I still, I understand now why they're there. But back then, it didn't make sense why, a lone fucking Dogman would confront you. The other time I seen two, But every time when I see that one single Dogman, I always looked around for the second one. You know why? Because when, you kids, you always write about fucking the fox and Granny Fox. Remember those stories? The fox and Granny Fox, Red Fox and Granny Fox in the woods, little woods or whatever. Fables of the Green Forest. Remember those, right? When you were a kid? Right. Read about those stories? There was always fucking Granny Fox watching from fucking just afar, right? Keep an eye on things. And scoop up a fucking an unsuspecting fucking meal when it presented itself, right? Right, because Red was inexperienced. Well, that's what this fucking guy seemed like. He was inexperienced, right? But where's Granny Fox? Where's Granny Fox hiding? Is there a Granny Fox? And where's she hiding? I checked. I checked a few times. No, I didn't see no Granny Fox, but I knew she. I just sensed there was another fucking one there. Like, I'm not joking. I did. I couldn't find her for the life of me. I checked up and down the fucking side of the hill, the cliff, for a little cave, a little hole, anything. She was somewhere up there. I could sense her. She was up there, right? He, she, whatever was up there, right? I don't know, but there was a guy on the fucking bottom who was showing himself, but the other one wasn't showing. For 3-4 days, I knew there was something there, but I just couldn't find it. But I got hit from an infrasound from the top of that fucking ridge, right? Fucking when I was crossing down through the path to get away. Okay, so there's no way that the guy on the fucking ground could get way up to 200 feet up to the fucking top of the fucking cliff. Okay, while I'm there, there's no fucking way that I knew, right? Maybe he did. We couldn't see it. Well, I got hit with the first infrasound. It made the dash up the fucking ridge. Who knows? I just didn't see it. Whatever. But I had witnesses who seen me get hit and then also get hit with the infrasound the second time around, along with me. Yeah, myself. We got hit when I got hit a second time with that wolf owl infrasound. Yeah, that yeah, that was scary. Yeah, I was waiting for something to jump, but the attack. I guess the infrasound was the attack. It was an intense attack. I got hit twice. That was fucking. It was fucking it was really intense. It ripped me apart, like twisted and turned me, man, like inside and out. It's hard to explain. It's like you were put in a fucking almost like a, it's like kind of, it's hard to explain, but you could tell your body was shaking. And not stirred, but shaking somehow, but you're still standing. Do you know what I mean? But you were like, yeah. That's why a lot of people reported being really sick and having illnesses like throwing up and, being floored and getting knocked out and all kinds of shit, right? From getting hit with the infrasound, for sure, right? Yeah. Right. Really, 5 a.m. Wow. And he was on 2 legs. They're gators, right? Wow. That's freaky, man. Yeah. I seen one. He hit me with the infrasound a couple years ago. He climbed up the fucking tree and nailed me. Yeah, right across from me with the infrasound. One time. I don't know why he did it, but he did it. Right across from me up on a tree. Climbed up and hit me, howled at me and hit me with the infrasound. It was last winter. Not this year, a year ago. And it took me about 2-3 weeks to get over the effects. I was sick from the fucking shock from the wave. Yeah, he didn't want me filming something. I don't know. So it's weird. Yeah. But I got hit with infrasound last winter, a year ago. Right on. Cool. Well, this is a good show, man. I like an amazing comment. Yeah. Yeah, I've had a few encounters. It's hard trying to remember. I wrote some shit down in books. I had one encounter with the UFO, with the saucer, or it looked like Venus, following us. Venus, You ever get the planet, like the planet, it looked like it was following us? And I had this weird white light, yellow light, whatever it was, white light or something, came, it was hitting our cars on the highway, right? And they came into it like a creeping up from down and creeping up into my car, and I'm freaking out. And I see the people next to me. We're on the highway. I'm doing 60 miles an hour. And I see the people right. I'm on the inside, laying there on the outside. Some fucking family of fucking 4 or whatever it was, right? 4 or 5 people in that car. I look over and they're panic stricken. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? Why are they panic stricken? Right? After the light crept up and went into them, they lit up all their faces and they're panicking and freaking out. I said, holy shit, what the hell's going on, man? Right? I'm like, I gotta get out of here right now. I see the light, coming right through and creeping up my fucking door into my window. It was almost like it was alive, the light. Okay, and it's creeping up, right? And trying to get into my car, right? That's the effect I was getting. Fucking crazy, right? Okay, and this ain't no fucking dope smoking either talking. Okay, this was real. Okay, I seen that. It was a fucking strange light. Okay, and I said, fuck this. I hit the fucking gas. I almost rear-ended the fucking guy in front of me. And I'm fucking going, move. I'm hitting the horn, honking. I told the guy, I got my head out the window. I'm going, move the fucking car. Move, right? Move, right? There was no fucking shoulder to fucking go around them or anything. It was too small. I would have put myself in the ditch and flipped. So I boxed in. I'm like the outside car. It was like the fifth or sixth car from 5 or 6 fucking cars there, bunched up. And I'm trying to fucking push. I'm pushing them. I'm running his bumper, pushing them. Going. I'm honking the horn and going, move. I said, move, right? I pushed him. I got him up to 80 fucking miles an hour from 60 and fucking and going and fucking we passed everywhere. We're going, right? And I'm like, I'm going, go. I didn't have my fist, but I had my hand. And I'm going, go, man. I'm going, go. I got my head out the window. I'm going, go, right? And he understood. And we got out of there. And we pulled over. We left everyone in the fucking dust after and fucking pulled over, right? And got him pulled, and he got out of the car and that. And I said, fuck, man, there was some strange fucking light coming into our fucking. He says, I noticed. It felt like we went through some missing time or time slip back there. That's what I asked him. I said, it felt like we went through some missing time or time slip or something happened back there with this fucking strange light. Okay? Right on the fucking highway. Okay? In Southern Ontario, yeah. Up near fucking Lindsay, Ontario. Fucking right. Fucking crazy, yeah. And fucking. So what happened? Next thing you know, the car that I seen those on the outside of me, there on the outside lane coming down. All of a sudden, guess what happened? They come flying by me and Buddy. This guy I pulled over who was an older chap at the time, right? I gave him my name and number, whatever, and then he gave me his name or something. I put it. It's like I said, if you ever see or hear anything strange about whatever, just remember. Call me or whatever, just remember me, I said, right? So anyway, we see the family going by, right? Also, they're doing like 85, 90 miles an hour. They go flying by us, right? Into the off-ramp, right? Almost rolled the fucking car, go right through the red light at the intersection, cut off 4 or 5 fucking cars, fucking on 2 wheels through the intersection. I'm not joking. And fucking miraculously veered through the intersection and made it out and fucking just honked on it. Fucking exhaust smoke flying everywhere out of their exhaust. Fucking gone out of there, whatever, scared shitless. Yeah. Fucking, we're like, wow. Wow. I'm like, wow. Holy smokes. I don't know what happened to them. But fucking, I was right beside those fucking people and I wasn't waiting to find out. Okay, I could see it in their faces in the light. Something strange was happening to these people. Okay, they were absolutely panic stricken. Okay, I don't know what the hell happened to these people. But I wasn't going to find out. I got out of there, man. Yeah, and Buddy thanked me for getting him out of there. Okay, because something happened to a couple of the cars. The other cars, like same too. They came through whatever. one or two of the other cars came through before that family who was last, who came like, well, that's what I'm saying. They came last, speeding like crazy. They should have been all together, bunched up together. They weren't. They were all separated, the cars, as they came into the off-ramp. Sure, we got up to 80 miles an hour. That only gave us a small window when we pulled over in the off-ramp there, to whatever. But it seemed like these guys took forever to catch up to us. And I wasn't there by myself. I was with another person who didn't even know me, a stranger. And he admitted that there's something funny going on with the time slip. Yeah. We're seeing it happen right in front of our own eyes. Okay. And that was like in the late 90s. Fucking crazy, man. There was a lot of crazy shit happening back then. Fuck. All kinds of weird shit in the middle of the night. Stuff was happening. Fuck. Yeah, that was weird. And that was funny because, that was funny. Because the highway there, because there was no fucking southbound lane lights or anything. They were separated by a big fucking field between the two, north and southbound. So, and there was a huge, like, fucking, looked like the moon or Venus or some planet or a craft or something, fake Venus, looked like it was fucking following us, right? And when we turned, it should have went straight, but it shouldn't have fucking followed us, like turned with us. That's what it seemed weird, right? Not a pro on fucking stars and that, but it seemed like the thing moved with us, our path, fucking crazy. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Wow, you seen 3? Holy fuck. Wow, that's amazing, High Seekers. Wow. 1985. Yeah. Wow. I had one when I was a kid, I think. We were all standing on the hill there, tobogganing. I think I was like 13. Something like that, maybe 12. Not 12, but 13. In the wintertime, tobogganing down this hill, in this park. And there was these 3 orange lights, right? Fucking over yonder, fucking just hovering there. These 3 big orange lights. Either they were the Sikorsky fucking helicopters with the special lights because the work there being done for the CN Tower antenna to be attached, and it was a long fucking pole thing. Metal. They had to pick it up with the 3 fucking copters and bring it. It was either them or it was something else, because there was like at least 10 people, different people checking this out, and nobody was sure what it was, what we're watching, but it was around that time period. But I can't remember now if it was their lights or not, but it did. It looked strange. Those same orange type lights was like this, what I seen years later on the fucking highway, the same kind of orangey yellow light, I think those were more orangey red back then, but this one was more yellow, golden yellow. Almost, yeah. So huge round light. Yeah. So fucking, who knows? And it was so mysterious. Where for 2 hours they were fucking hovering there, but that's where the steel yard was, where they manufactured steel. So iron, steel, whatever. So maybe it was the antenna they could have been working on back then. Who knows? Could have been 3 big lights. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'd have to check some archives on that one to make sure. I've always been, but I seen in 2011. I was with my girl, with Miss Heather there. We're down at the beach, Cube Beach, Woodbine Beach down in Toronto. Woodbine, Queen Street, East End Beach there, Cube Beach there, Greenwood, Woodbine, Coxwell down there. On the boardwalk, walking at the East End there from Victoria Park, Main Street, that area. Boardwalk, walking down on the sand there, looking up and seeing these strange lights in the sky. That was later reported, hovering off the Toronto skyline, which later was reported to be UFOs. We've seen those. That's funny. I seen those when it happened. somebody on one of those UFO channels fucking said later it took place there, and I said, funny, yeah, we see that in action. Fucking funny, yeah, to see that. Not many people were looking up at the beach. There was quite a few people, only 5 or 6 people in that one given area, maybe 200 people fucking even bothered to look up and noticed. Even when other people said something, they looked at whatever, looked and they couldn't really tell. But only about 6 people max could tell that those were actual craft and not just lights or whatever, balloons or anything. The rest of the people right beside him could not tell. So there you go. There's some stats right there. People looked up, but people couldn't tell. Only a couple people could tell they were real. So there you go. If that means anything to you or not, solves anything, you're lucky to know if it's a craft or not. So a lot of people can't tell. Even when they're watching it in person, you still can't tell. Heck yeah, right. Cool. Right on. Right. Is that? I see some other craft too, once or twice. I just can't remember all the story right now, but maybe next time. I just remember certain ones. Sometimes they're hard. I've seen a few things here and there. Sometimes you get an idea. It took me years of fucking 18 hours a day sometimes doing research to finally, finally figure out a lot of my missing details on some of my encounters with the Sasquatch and Dogman and little people, other things, elementals, portals, and that. Lots of fucking research to find out little things, right? People might have had a similar experience or similar action or words spoke, something that triggers a memory or a thought, that you experienced too. It's taking years. And sometimes in the middle of nowhere, all of a sudden you remember stuff that you forgot, and stuff like that. But soon I got to get it all on paper and books and stuff, or, those memories are going to fade again. It took years to remember them and come back to memories that were dormant. Especially when you don't have no one to talk to for years, not everyone can come on these shows and talk. I couldn't do this years ago. It was impossible. It took me a long time to get ready to do all this. I knew I was going to be ready by the time I was a certain age, like now, right? And I knew it was a lot harder for me to, I was shy when I was a kid, so, I had to break through that mold and other things, right? A whole bunch of shit, right? And I'm glad, to be able to talk about some of these things, right? And if it helps you, with your experiences, that's even better, I'm really grateful for that. If I could help any other people too and understand or even cope with any experiences they might not understand or whatever, we're all not perfect. We all have, I have things, I've seen in that I still don't know. And sometimes I question if I even, was that real or not? Sometimes, why am I the only one seeing it? Sometimes I understood why, right? And had to take action, quick action, because I understood why I was seeing it and had to see this, right? Too. I think sometimes we could be chosen. I've had a lot of people say that they feel like they're the chosen ones, whether we're predetermined for a task or compatible. I don't know. I think aliens have something to do with those calculations, right? That's what I believe. Alien technology helping. How do they know to pick us? I was picked from a young age, supposedly, so that guided along. I'm also disappointed because I haven't always been, gung ho and doing this as like some of these other people claim, to get the names and this and that. I don't bother. I didn't bother. I always had a simple attitude, right? I didn't want to know too much, and right. And I think they understood. I didn't ask too many questions and stuff like that. I didn't need to know their names, personal names. I feel bad, guilty sometimes, and also, but it wasn't important to me. I didn't want to, to know every Sasquatch's fucking name, and that, right? I just understood, I can't unless I believed in the keep it simple theory, keep it simple Simon theory, you know. So I got more simple communications for mind speaking telepathic, right? And which I understand more. I didn't need all these fancy words or explanations. We had simple codes and simple words, right? To understand more, like, in that. So it helped me, in that. So certain techniques, right? I don't know. So everyone has different. Well, I know now when I plan to engage more this summer in communicating once again, and this time I'm going to get some more names and stuff because I feel I cheated myself for not asking more, when I had the opportunity, right? Should have I asked? I don't know. I think I should have, but I was afraid sometimes. I didn't want to push. I don't know. Like, I said, sometimes I communicated, sometimes I didn't want to communicate when they were. Sometimes I wanted to be left alone. Just because I went to the woods, camping or stuff, I didn't always want to hang out, have to think about the Sasquatch and this and that. And my mind was elsewhere sometimes. I understood they were there, but I didn't, it's not like I said, yeah, let's be friends and hang out with me. Let's roast some marshmallows and stuff. No, I wanted to keep your distance. I understood they were there and that, and I was all happy for them and that, but fucking, I didn't want them hanging out with me side by side. I never did understand the need for that. Do you understand? I didn't need to ask questions about the universe or world or what's going on in the world of fucking pine trees and this and that. I didn't need all that information. All right. I was just a happy-go-lucky guy who wanted to enjoy the woods and time on earth. Now I guess I have to ask more shit. Is the onus on us? Yeah, sure it is, because we have that knowledge and the skill, the power, the wisdom, the telepathic fucking skill, I guess, and other shit to try and reach out and maybe get a couple answers. Right? Right? Even for myself and for others too. Right? You know, whatever. That's all I can say, Just I appreciate everyone hanging out. I really dig the fucking answers and comments and stuff. Today is amazing, man. It's an amazing show. I love so many good stuff being on the comment board, man. Fucking, this is amazing today. Yeah, it's so thought provoking. It gets you going, really thinking, open. Yeah, we're trying to figure out what we've seen there. We know what we've seen, right? Everyone has their own experiences in that, right? And we can't take anything away from those, right? We all enjoy our own experiences, and what we experience, it was meant for us, right? You know, yeah, it's funny. You don't expect everyone else to have the same experience. It's funny how we all can have different experiences, right? I don't know how many different craft and aliens that, but fuck, it's good to always hear about a different story and experience. It's amazing, right? It means a lot to me, right? You know, just because just because you didn't have my kind of experience doesn't mean your experience is not valid or that. Same vice versa. Don't say that the same thing about my experience, whatever. Just because they're fucking drones or whatever, they're still flying fucking machines. Fucking that don't. There's no explanation, right? Where they came from. It disappeared into fucking emptiness right in front of my eyes, right? Going up a fucking into the sky and disappearing after reach a point right into fucking it's like fucking a clothesline or a line there, and all of a sudden, as soon as they reach there, just zip right in, it just disappeared and come right back out. Zip, 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 zip. That's what happened. Okay, and they come down and go along and follow me. Me. No, but I'm looking around. I ran up the fucking street, man. I ran up the fucking street first time I seen them. I fucking ran. I stopped halfway up the street. I had to stop and look around, right? I said, holy shit, no one's going to fucking believe me. I was going up to call the cops. I said, the cops ain't going to, they're not going to do anything. They don't care. They don't like me. Okay? They're not going to fucking care, right? Fuck, they don't want to do it. They're not going to come fucking down here. They're going to fucking laugh at me. Fuck. They didn't like me. So fucking right away, I realized I'm screwed. I'm going to go back and see what the hell. And 3-4 times I had to run back and forth and hide and try and figure out what the hell's going on. What the hell they want me? Me, nobody else but me. Fucking 3 big, large flying drones. Fucking going up to a craft. Hidden in the sky, cloaked or whatever, man. Fuck. What is going on? What makes me so special? What do they want in fucking me? Right? Is what I want to know. Fucking, that's about fucking, 10, 15 years ago, whatever, man. That time period. What do you want with me? What makes me special? Am I special or something? Why do you want me? Who am I? I'm not no star child. I'm just a fucking kid grown in. Came from my mother and father, Sure, I always felt different from my brothers and sisters, but still, who am I? What makes me different? Right? And having a near-death experience when I was really young, a baby there, did it trigger something? Maybe it did. Who knows? I've had a couple close calls. Each time, did that trigger something? Oh, fuck, man. That's a lot of talking. It's also a lot of walking I've done with the burden of all this shit on my shoulders, having these experiences and not putting them down on paper. I've only slowly started talking about it the past 2-3 years. I've tried, slowly getting it together. I could have, try to be a celebrity or something. And that's not my goal. I don't want to do that. Fucking certain things, right? Especially having to go fucking somewhere and talk about the same fucking thing over and over, every fucking time, right? I don't understand that part. You should be able to, I don't know, but some people want to hear that, right? All the power to it. I'm trying to get more of my shit put together so you can do presentations, right? Right. We also be, health-wise and other shit and slowly getting there, other stuff too is getting all those memories and stuff, presenting a brain. It's hard, Some of us who've had experiences understand, yeah, it's a lot easier to talk to each other. But I tell you too, it's hard to go and try and tell people that you don't know to understand what you're trying to tell them, what you're seeing, and that some just don't get it, don't want to. They don't want to open the thought process. I think that's real. I don't know. That's hard. Sometimes it's a hard sell. Some of the shit we've seen. You can only talk about certain things. Like I said, some people aren't ready or never will be ready. For example, like the rock apes of Vietnam. Did you hear about that back in the, late 60s, in the 70s? Maybe you heard minor stories. I don't remember. You just heard there were strange creatures. That's all you heard, right? No specific fucking, just strange gorillas or strange monkeys, they'd say, or stuff like that, orangutans or stuff like that. But that's it. They never said Bigfoot is hiding in Vietnam, right? Right. And maybe the odd UFO might have flashed the sky in Vietnam. That was about it. And or some weird river monsters, more like giant catfish and stuff, swallowing soldiers alive, or like a big guppy, or Oscar fish, fucking funny, or not like a piranha that goes jump, 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 that kind of shit. So that kind of strange river monsters, and the Congo. Do you believe that that fucking Ogopogo, or that's a second sea monster there, BC, but McKaylee, I don't want to say the wrong word. McKaylee Magumbo, McKaylee Mabimbo, or whatever, the name. Fuck, I don't want to insult people by saying the wrong name at the moment. The McKaylee thing there, in the Congo jungle there, the thing that looks like a brontosaurus, right? Do you think that's real? Or you think these fucking locals are bullshitting and trying to get some tourist dollars to be spent there, right? Anything's possible. You see those giant snakes and those giant fucking spiders there from the Congo back in the 50s, right? 1950s, 60s maybe, right? You haven't seen them since, right? Those 3-foot spiders are the fucking 30, 50-foot snakes, whatever, right? I'm sure there's 20-foot snakes in Asia all over the place, right? For sure. Especially in Singapore. I see some of those houses, the snakes crawling over the rooftops. They were monster fucking snakes. Some of those pythons. Yeah, so anything's possible. Right. What would be your biggest fear? Running into a bear? Maybe a big moose? No? An elk? A deer? A deer can take you out. A porcupine? A coyote? No. Wolf? Would you fear a lone wolf attacking you? Possibly. Any other takers? Dreamers? Orbs, I've seen orbs too. Yeah, and fairies. Yeah. Right on. So I went through all these already. Right. Can't be coincidence. I don't think it is. I think if you get visited once by these aliens, they'll visit you again. They're there for a reason. Whatever the reason is, it's a good one. I'm not sure what the reasons are. I believe so. Yeah. Well, what is that? On the floor was out of the breath. Wow. Incredible. Sorry, going backwards. Wow. This is incredible. Right. Fucking. This is cool, orbs. Has anyone had an out-of-body experience, or they think they've had one? Have you ever had an out-of-body experience, or what do you call things? Out-of-body, or astral planing, or something in the daytime? Well, in daytime, I had that happen once or twice. I remember once floating out of my body. Yeah, it was weird. Looking down and seeing my body, right? Well, I'm floating down the street after and seeing, recognizing all, all the familiar places where I was at the time, whatever town or city I was at in that area. I recognized all the things. Everything looked about 90% accurate. As I'm floating down the fucking, like a magic carpet ride, I'm floating down the fucking street, about 5-6 feet off the ground. I think it was 5, 6, maybe 3 or 4 feet. I can't remember. Right? Somewhere between those two. Possibly. I'm not sure at the moment. But I was floating down the fucking, down the way. Street. So I got to a familiar place that I had to meet somebody. And I went up into that place. But it wasn't the same place. It had changed. Yeah. Wow. Right. Wow. That's cool. Yeah. Okay, hold on, let me catch up here. What was that? Body or astral travel? Really? With a cougar? Yeah, I fear old cougar. I don't blame you. I would too. They got sharp claws and a hunger, like insatiable for young guys. They'll get you every time, dudes. It's a joke. Anyways, time up. It's a joke, my friends. Sorry, I got to do something here. Hold on, take off my socks. Time out. Oh, time out here. Let me play a video here for a second. I'll be right back. Sorry, I don't mean to distract you. To go out, my friend. What time is it? 23 o'clock. Bounce around there and find something better. Okay, well then. down. All right, Peter, have a good day, man. Thanks for dropping by. For dropping by. Good stuff. Yeah, we all have our own stories, man. It's wild. I love it. That was the strange part. Yeah, guys are up the street. Remember one time, my mom, we didn't tell my sister to get in back, wait for my sister to go back in the house or whatever. She didn't let her know. Here. Bigfoot. You have the wood there and see, look at it. You were there, my mom got scared. I mentioned it. It's weird. Scared of them, not to remember that. He called me because he knew, wanted me to verify what we're seeing, what we're going to see. There's some weird experience. You get psychically, telepathic, message, dominating. He asked me to come check it out. I did. He had Bigfoot. Weird. Yeah. Bigfoot. Sasquatch. Dogman. Aliens. The little people. Yeah. Imagine that. Hey, have you seen them? Do you want to see them? You think they exist? They sure do. I always wonder why they taught you those nursery rhymes, fairy tales, or kids. How come the cartoons all focused on these fairy tales and all kinds of stuff? They brought everything to life, whether you liked it or not. Dragons, ogres, everything. Trolls and fucking witches and hoodoo fucking monkeys and flying monkeys, whatever. Right? And the storylines they told. Some of these storylines were from real fucking stories told for generations amongst the people, their kids and stuff. They were variations on those storylines passed on from merry old England, right? Some good storylines, for sure. Really good storylines. The giant stories, there's lots of giant stories. The other guy there, what was his name? Oliver? Gulliver's Travels, yeah. Right? Gulliver. That guy, he traveled and met the little people. Or did he just go through a portal? It was the only big guy and everyone else was small. Yeah, he was a giant. He was a real giant. Is what they're trying to tell you. Gulliver. Also, you'd be gullible to believe that giants are good. Did the giants rule the land before time? And we just showed up in the 1800s and took over? Did the giants build some of these large buildings and castles and stuff? Right? Or did man slay the giant and take over his castle?
Of course they did.
Right? And then just made up the stories that the giants were bad people. So, might makes right. We had to take over their fucking possession.
Yeah.
That's how it works. I know. Here, I'm going to play another song here. Hold on, guys. I'm going to play a better song here. Hold on. Let's find a good song. It ain't going to bore you to death. Cool. Ooh. Get a piece of apple, Heather, please. You can. Little people here. Yeah, see? The little people. Here, tiny little people. Right there. Interdimensional. Tiny little humanoids. Right there at the edge. Village. Park here. Grass. Trees. Little village. Interdimensional. Okay, next. Let's see. Dogman. Yeah, Dogman leaning over the fucking post. A log here. See that, folks? That's a Dogman leaning over the post. Yeah, I took that picture. Right there. Incredible. See that? You know who took that photo? You know who took that photo, folks? A guess. Looks like his name Dwight Campbell. I think he might have taken that photo. Or the other guy, Alabama Bigfoot dude, Jonathan Odom. One of those guys. I have to check. I don't think it was me. I might have. I have to check my logs, right? Yeah. I have to check my info. But it could have been one of those two guys, or it was me. Okay. There's activity there. There's a log right there. See? He's hunched over the log. I have to check the archives there. Yeah. That's a cool photo. Right, the village here, the little people village, tiny little people. They're all over the place here. Yeah, they're funny. Yeah, thanks. Dogman right there.
That one's faded right there.
Yeah, yeah, elemental. I can't change the screen. I'm not sure how that works. I don't want to start fucking up. No. I don't know if I got end stream, not yet. Oh no, all right. Okay, no. I just want to look at my screen here for a minute. Fuck. I did not want. How did I end up in this corner? Great. What happened? I screwed it up. Now, what was I looking at? Yeah, they jumped me out of there. Got a portal down here. Yeah, talk about it next time. Yeah. I don't think that was the video I was looking at. Great, where did it go? Hey Heather, where's the coffee? We're checking out Bigfoot here, Sasquatch, little people, portals. Yeah, Dogman, whoever's in the picture. Sky activity. There's that looks like Sasquatch. Get off of there. Looks like Sasquatch. One more. Hold on. I'm still on the air. One more video. All right, come on. That was a good video. All right, we already watched that. Phil. Live action Sasquatch. We'll see if it's any good. Come on. Oh, God, not this. I didn't want this. I gotta change the music on this. Shit. Before me to death. Hold on. There's one more worth watching here. Walking with Dogman. I don't know. Have to check it out. I thought it was the same fucking one. Hold on, what the heck did I do? Oh God, no. Get rid of something. What's with the music? Oh God. I gotta go in and change it. Yeah, we gotta do something about people. We're gonna have to fix that music. Why not? dude. Well, did I miss anyone? Gary Spider? Yeah, the Sky Exploration. Des Lover was on there. 8K. What was that thing? Arm for 8K. Sorry. Thanks for all for dropping by. Round 1 is round 2. Thank you. Yes, I know you fucking do. Where's my truck? Created? Why would you do that? Why would you? Heather J. Putz. All right, Mrs. Heather. Okay, the show's over. Thank you, folks, for coming out. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, everyone. Cool. Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone, for showing up. Thanks. Cool. All right. All right. We're saying good night, folks. Good day, good night. And the stream for today might come on back later tonight. It's Friday night, but today's Friday. Big conduct rules the waves. The airwaves here. Good luck. But you never know. It might be exciting. Thank you very much for checking out the show today on Scarborough Sasquatch Open Forum. We very much appreciate you watching and attending, whatever, commenting, checking out the show. Very much appreciate it. Special thanks to High Seekers, Joe Winnett, a big hairy spider dude, Armed in AK, Gator Sky Exploration, and Sunfish for Fish, or whatever it is. I'll check out his channel there. I feel stupid. Hold on, I'll say it properly. He was a good dude today. It was Sunfish for Fish. Yeah, okay, I'll get it right. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to say it wrong. All right. Thank you so much for showing up today. And Nez Lover, too. You were on here. Thank you. Should have stayed a bit longer. And Waves. Yeah. Love Waves Drifting Forever. My friend David from England. He was on here. All right. Thanks for dropping by today, guys. Much appreciated. Get the conversation going again. Thank you so much. Good night. Good day. See you again. Thank you.